the National Museum of...
Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone our dear guest, His Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good afternoon, Your Excellency.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Thank you so much. Fine. Well, Your Excellency Ambassador Bayoumi, on the 72nd anniversary of the July 23rd revolution, how do you see this revolution as an example of the people connecting or coordinating and coming together with the Egyptian army?
I see it through the speech of our President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi a couple of days ago. He said the revolution came to put the occupation of the British Army out of Egypt and to connect Egypt with its world and to make Egypt in a leading position in Africa and the Arab world. And I was there visiting Cairo while the British Army was have a camp in the middle of Tahrir Square, in the place of the Arab League now and the hotel and the party. The whole Tahrir Square was a sort of a camp for the British Army, and they were playing football in Tahrir Square. I am from Damietta and Ras Al Bar, and I have seen the British soldiers and officers walking on the Nile Street in Ras Al Bar as if they are in their own home.
Yes.
So, and I saw those people, we put them at the Suez Canal zone. Then in 1956, we throw them out of our country at all, and we became a really independent country. This is the revolution.
Yes.
On the economic side, I have plenty of things to say. The Suez Canal nationalization, the Aswan High Dam, what happened in the reclamation in the land, the 1,000 industrial factories, many things to do, and education and healthcare, name it. So, of course, the revolution, and especially Gamal Abdel Nasser, there are people who are with or they are criticizing something happened. Okay, but at the end of the day, the best say about the revolution and Gamal Abdel Nasser that he made Egypt a part of its Arab world. So we are proud to have our revolution. We are proud that we are now a part of the Arab world and we are leading party in the Arab world.
Yes.
This is what I see about our revolution.
Yes, it's very important what you have mentioned, Your Excellency, because it's true that Egypt became free of any occupation and had its role and its size in the Arab world and the whole world. Also, the President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi also said in his speech that the revolution showed the persistence and the character of the Egyptian citizen to achieve the national independence.
Yes, of course, and really I feel it as a diplomat abroad. We are one country which have the largest circle of relations. Cairo now is the largest capital hosting embassies, foreign embassies. And it's not only the number of embassies, but the size of embassies. Look to the Saudi embassy on the Giza River Nile, where it is 40 floors with a small place to receive airplanes. It is bigger than the foreign office itself.
Yes.
Look to the American embassy in Cairo, which is the largest American embassy anywhere in the world.
Yes.
So this is how I see it.
Yes.
From my
Yes.
part of the situation.
Yes, Your Excellency, Ambassador Bayoumi, now we are showing videos for the achievements that we have witnessed nowadays as when the 23rd of July revolution erupted, the first government, the first republic started. Now we are in the new republic. We were now showing photos of the achievements and the national mega projects that we are nowadays Egypt is establishing. So give us an idea about the new republic nowadays and the leap that we have witnessed through the national mega projects all over Egypt.
From my corner of the world, I see it as a diplomat. As now we gained the most important weapon of our diplomacy and foreign relations. Our weapons are ambassadors and embassies, consulates and consulates, and the ministerial level. And in the last 15 years before the revolution, we did not have the most effective weapon, which is the presidential diplomacy. Now the president he came and he traveled from Tokyo in the Far East up till Paris in the Far West, going to Latin America, going to the North in New York, going to the South, to Africa. And I want to shed light on a place I was non-resident ambassador in Equatorial Guinea, because it is impossible to stay there. There isn't a place to stay as ambassador. So I was ambassador in Cameroon, covering our relation in Equatorial Guinea. President El-Sisi went to Equatorial Guinea with the Arab constructor. He established an embassy, and now we have ambassador in Equatorial Guinea. So we have embassies everywhere in the continent, and now we are covering the whole country of the continent. And this is just a small example of how we are active all over the world. Take when we went to the United Nations General Assembly, and 154 countries voted with us for Gaza. This is a dream for us. So thank God that we have very solid and very wide relations with all the countries of the world. And as you can see, that every single day, our president, either he is visiting a friendly country or receiving a friendly president or talking to them through the phone. So we have a very active diplomacy, and this is really what I see from my corner as a diplomat.
Yes. Yes, the president during his speech also to the nation said that Egyptians have been coping with the changes of time and opened up to the world of improving by improving investment of Egypt and economic capabilities, and also developing the industrial path and integrating within the international trade system. What's your comment?
Yes, of course. As you well know, that we are a member of the GATT, the World Trade Organization. Since Gamal Abdel Nasser, by the way, he is the one who took the decision to join the GATT. And by that time, the Russians told us that this is wrong, because in their opinion, the GATT was an imperialistic organization. We joined the GATT in 1968. The Russians joined it in 2015, more than 40 years after Egypt. And I want to tell you something I am proud of. No country disagree with the Egyptian policy until I think they follow our policy years later on. The Americans were against our relations with China 40 years ago. Now China is the best and the largest partner to the American trade, and the largest country holding the dollar.
Yes.
Take anything they disagree with Egypt, and all those who disagree with Egypt came to the same root of Egypt later on.
Yes, Your Excellency Ambassador Bayoumi, also if we go through the many projects that has been established in the last 10 years, the national mega projects, we can see that Egypt have established 25 integrated cities like the new Alamein city, like El Galala Plateau, like the new administrative capital and others, the new Damietta, and everywhere in Egypt we have integrated cities, and also it's linked with each other with the transportation system linking all the cities with Cairo, with other governorates. So give us an idea about this picture.
This is very important because I will tell you a figure which is very impressive, that since the revolution up till now, we gave birth to 27 million children. This is double the size of a country like Greece. So we have a duty towards those newcomers to educate them, to find a roof for them to live, to find a bed, to find a desk in the school, to find a bed in the hospital, to find a place to go and to come back. So this is our main challenge in order to find a job for each one of those newcomers. This is the biggest challenge we are facing, and I think we are up to it. And now we are members of the GATT, we are members of the Arab League Free Trade Area, we are members of the African Union Free Trade Area, and we established it with the initiative of President Sisi in Sharm el-Sheikh 2016, and we are leaders in the group of the Islamic countries, and we establish also what we call the D8, the developing countries, 8 developing industrial countries, Egypt, Turkey, Iran, Malaysia, Indonesia, and so on.
Yes.
We shall start a sort of industrial cooperation with those countries dear to us.
Yes. Yes, Your Excellency Ambassador Bayoumi, also the state recently in the past 10 years also there were several presidential initiatives like Decent Life Initiative, Solidarity and Dignity, and other initiatives by the President in order to raise the standard of living of more than 60 million people in Egypt. And it started from Upper Egypt, which before President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi came to office, the Upper Egypt was neglected before the President. So give us an idea also about the projects and the initiatives by the presidential initiatives and also the housing projects that were provided by the state.
This is another very important side of our policy through the development inside Egypt, especially for those areas which were neglected, whether it is Upper Egypt, Sinai, and even the very active cities. I am from Damietta, and I am so proud that Damietta reached full employment and full education. There isn't one ignorant person in Damietta. Why? Because it is an industrialized city, and they have to write and read. And education also is 100% in Damietta. The amazing figure that in Damietta, the rate of employment is 103%, because some people have 2 jobs.
Yes.
This is the model which we want to apply everywhere,
yes.
Whether in Sinai, whether in Upper Egypt, whether in the western side of Egypt. I'm talking to you, by the way, from the northwest
yes.
of Egypt, which is becoming a beautiful place for tourism.
Yes.
Because tourism is becoming also a very important source of financing our
yes.
Economy.
Yes, I thank you very much.
Yes.
I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Your Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'm going to be back with you.